everyone. It is Saturday night. Saturday night, people. I tell you, it is. I checked the calendar over there. It is the 28th of August. Can't believe it. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? I'm excited to have you here on Saturday night. What is happening in your world this Saturday night? What are you grateful for? What are you happy for? What is new and exciting in your world? What is new and exciting in your world? It is great to have you here. Hey, Adele and Dazzle are here. Dazzle, it is treat time. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Hey, Karen, how are you? Great to have you here live. Great to have you on the live. How are things with you? I hope all is well in your world. What are you grateful for this Saturday night? I can't believe it. You made it. Another week in the books. Woo! Knock it out of the park there. Out of the park. The end of week 75, 76, people. The end of week 75, 76. I can't believe it. But yes, you have done it. You have done it. Another one. Another week bites the dust. Bites the dust, it does. Another week is out of here. Out of here. That means tomorrow we start week 76, 77. Hello, Kitty. It is great to have you here live tonight. How are things in Illinois this fine day? This fine Saturday. I didn't realize how comfortable it got outside. I've been in all day. I've been over there all day long. And I went out. I stepped outside a little while ago. I'm like, did it get nice today? I saw it rained at one point a little bit and stuff. I'm like, but did it cool off? I'm like, I had no idea. I had no idea what it was like outside. Hot, hot, hot. Oh, God, that means it's coming back. But for tonight, it's nice out. For today, it's nice out. I guess tomorrow's supposed to be nice. I don't know if we'll go to the farmer's market or something tomorrow, but it's supposed to be nice tomorrow. But how was your day on this hot, hot day? Did the heat drive people in? Did the heat drive people in? People were in shopping today, so that is a good thing. We got 3 more days. There are three more days left of this month. 3 more days to knock this month into another world. We can knock August. We can make it amazing. Karen was very busy. I love hearing that, Karen. We were busy. Karen, remind me, Augusta? Augusta? Are you Augusta? Are you Augusta, Karen? I forget where you are. Augusta seems remotely familiar. Georgia. I got Georgia on my mind. After 5 days of 100 heat index, people are hiding out. I love it. Yeah, that's a lot, Kitty. That's a lot. We've had that, and it's a lot. You're getting me nervous, though, that I'm going to have that again when my driver's on vacation and I got to cover for a few days. But this too shall pass. See, I got the right Karen even. How about that? I'm going to quit while I'm ahead. Good night, folks. I'm like, I remember where Karen is. Okay, I won't go that easily, but that's like even today, when who was asking for Illinois Chicago stores? I'm like, there's so many stores. Adele took the easy route and just posted, here's the link to where all the stores are. And I started trying to list them all. And it's like, it's one of those, as I'm starting to list stores, it's like one of those acceptance speeches at the Oscars. You forget somebody. And I want to thank everybody. And, oh, I forgot to thank my mom, and, there's always somebody you forget when you're doing that list. So Adele, you took the right route there, just giving the link to the list. But I'm like Sheila hasn't told us where she's been yet today, so I'm waiting to see what stores she's made it to. We are broadcasting tonight on both Facebook and YouTube. Any problems with the Facebook, you hop right on over to YouTube. Cassandra's got the link there for you in the show comments. YouTube not playing nice with you? Hop over on Facebook. We're there too. I'm here. I'm there. I'm there. I'm here. Let's get to the Good Morning, Good Night book. The Good Morning, Good Night book is how we start this program every night, even on Saturday night. Well, this goes with it. Page 136 we're on tonight. Good morning. No exact recipe for today. Gather all available ingredients and whip yourself up something delicious. There you go, folks. That's the kind of way the day went. I spent a lot of time at my desk working on some stuff and for a couple of store owners. And then I look up and here we are. I actually got a couple hours in with Rebecca today. We watched a movie today. So we watched a movie she wanted us to watch together this afternoon. We had sushi and watched a movie, Star Trek 4 she wanted to watch together, which was really a good movie, for where it was set in time and everything, because it was set in the 80s and she knew I would relate to it well. So it was actually we had a good afternoon while we did that. And then we just had some pizza for dinner, and here we are at more 8 than ish today. More 8 than ish. Our quote tonight comes from Milton Berle. Milton Berle. If opportunity doesn't knock, build a door. If opportunity doesn't knock, build a door. That's exactly, with Star Trek 4. And I was thinking, when is they going to get the time machine Doc and everything? Doc and Marty going to show up in this movie? We were talking about it tonight, and we're like, wouldn't it be cool if Star Trek and Back to the Future did a mix in that movie at this point? It wouldn't be any weirder than anything else, and it might actually be fun. But we had a good time. She thought it wasn't too sci-fi, and it wasn't, it was a good mix. So it was, and I didn't fall asleep during it. So, that is good too. So I figure I won dad points for a second anyways. No DeLoreans in it, but looking at some of the old cars there in the 80s and everything else, is always an interesting thing. No DeLorean. I did not see any DeLoreans in it. And you could have seen one there in San Francisco where a lot of that movie was set at that time frame and stuff. So we had a good time. We had a good time this afternoon. We were actually supposed to go see it last weekend. They were playing it in theaters as a one-night thing. They were playing it in theaters, and we had tickets to it, but all the theaters here closed for the hurricane. So we watched it on at home tonight, or late this afternoon. So we had some time, and so that was really enjoyable. Kind of a partial self-care Sunday, if you will. A partial self-care Sunday that was. I will list that as, because I did a lot of work at the desk for the first 3 quarters of the day, or whatever it is. You know me, I push the envelope of the day. I do. Couple quick things here tonight, because tonight it will be a little shorter. tonight. You know, a tale of $2 stores, and I like this because just about everybody is writing about it. I mean, I have three different news pieces, okay, all about Dollar General and Dollar Tree, okay, and it's really a tale of $2 stores. Dollar Tree is hit by freight, while Dollar General mostly shrugs off the costs. Dollar Tree alone piled on an additional, just to show you how much more freight is costing. And obviously, if you're trying to hit the dollar, any increase in freight is really can be astronomical. But Dollar Tree freight costs have added an additional $185 to $200 million in freight costs for the year. Or roughly $1.60 per share of stock. Okay, for every share of stock, it costs $1.60 to profit, to the profitability of the company, just in freight costs, creating a major drag on things. They're saying ocean rates have risen 20% since just May alone, which was already at all-time highs. And for all those costs, they're now expecting, this is the other part of it, that they're expecting fewer goods will get shipped to it. They previously assumed that ocean carriers would fulfill 85% of their commitments. Now the company projects that its regular carriers will fill just 60 to 65% of their commitments. They normally bring in about 90,000 containers a year. 90,000 containers of freight. And they and analysts believe they bring in more containers per 100 million in sales than most other large retailers. And so obviously with their dollar price point, they have an outsized impact from the freight costs. That's why within Dollar Tree, you're going to see more dollar plus options, okay, where they're creating a store within a store, which is dollar plus. And supposedly those areas are seeing strong sales, okay. I want to say I have some numbers on that. They've got it in place currently in 340 stores, and expects to have it in place in 500 stores by year end, and expanding it to 1,500 stores next year. Well, they have to. Okay, I mean, again, prices are going up. The cost of doing everything is going up. So they need these dollar plus, the Dollar Tree Plus initiative. And in the stores that have implemented it, hang on a second, just to give you an idea. I thought I had a number. I don't have a number in this one of how much they've done in just the plus side. But the plus side is obviously helping them shore up the sales. But they also own, Dollar Tree owns the Family Dollar brand, which isn't straight a dollar. You know, Dollar Tree is all, advertised at $1, but Family Dollar is not, and neither is Dollar General. But Dollar General reported a year-over-year decline in sales, okay, to $8.7 billion. And same-store sales at Dollar General fell 4.7%, where Dollar Tree store sales only fell 1.2%. But both stores are still experiencing growth over 2019. Dollar General's same-store sales were up 14% versus 2019, and Dollar Tree sales were still up 6% over 2019. So it's not all bad, but all the increase in costs are affecting the bottom line and trying to keep pricing low. So, I mean, you can't make all of that up with volume. You can make some of it up with volume, but if you're a dollar store and it's costing you $1.10 for your item delivered, okay, you can't say, well, we'll make it up in volume. Okay, if it costs you $1.10 and you're selling it for $1, you're not going to make that up in volume. You're not going to make that up in volume. I don't even need the pink calculator for that. I don't even need to get the pink calculator out to say you're not going to make that up in volume. You're not going to happen. So, it is just a thing. I haven't talked about it much, but you've heard about this, I'm sure, how Gap and the Gap brands, Old Navy and such, Old Navy especially, is getting out in front of it with their body exclusive, what do they call it? Bode Equality, where at Old Navy stores, they're doing all sizes, okay? 0 to 28, extra small to 4X, okay, at one price point. So there is no upsizing, and they're carrying that in store. So they're carrying those sizes in store, okay, and being size inclusive and size reality more than anything else. They're being size reality to the post-pandemic reality of sizing one and true just natural size of where we are in this country. They are getting with that. And for the Gap brand itself, they are acquiring Draper, which is a startup that enables customers to create 3D avatars and virtually try on clothing. The platform is designed to help customers find the best clothing size and fit for their personal style and body type while reducing returns. So, they're trying to, use virtual reality to reduce returns and be a little more high tech in the Gap brand, which fetches a higher price point than they get for the Old Navy brands. Yes, and absolutely more plus size for you down the road, which sells well in store, online, everywhere. It sells well. That is good. It's good for the consumer, it's good for them, and it's ultimately good for us. So all of that is true. And, quite honestly, these online tech initiatives that are getting into sizing and trying to help people find the perfect fit are good ways of getting people beyond the number or beyond the size label and helping them understand how different brands fit them will be a good thing. And so I look at that. I look at all these investments as ultimately a good thing. They really are. Ultimately, these investments are good things. So that is a good thing. Tomorrow, as we kick off week 76, 77, did I say? No, we're on. I've lost mental track here tonight. Yeah, 76, 77, right? We're on 75, 76, 76, 77. Yes, almost everyone has changed in size during the last year. You're absolutely right. So tomorrow we kick off week 76, 77, people. Week 76, 77. You only get this far by knowing that you need Self-Care Sunday, that you need a day every week to unplug and disconnect. Unplug and disconnect. I challenge you on your next unplug and disconnect day to actually leave the phone someplace else. See how long you can go without pressing a phone button. I didn't touch my phone once during the movie today with Rebecca. Not once, like we were in a theater. Not once. Okay? How long can you go? So disconnect. It is okay. The world will still be there. I promise you. I promise you, you will be better for disconnecting. Yay, Kitty. I'm thrilled that you're going to get a day off tomorrow. We are working very hard to do that tomorrow. We are, I might do a little reading or something, but not. I have some work that I did today that I said some reports and stuff that I had to do that I said I think they're good, but I have to see what they read like tomorrow before I share them. I'm like I gotta just reread that after a day has passed, so I might do that tomorrow. But you need this self-care Sunday. You need the time to unplug so you can recharge. That is the only way you've gotten this far. It's the only way you'll continue to go. This is a marathon, people, a marathon. You do not run a marathon, okay? This is not a sprint. You have to rest. You have to recharge. You have to do it to keep going. That is why we have Self-Care Sunday each and every week. Even if you can't do it on Sunday, you take a Wednesday or you take half a day Tuesday, half a day Thursday. Just do it. That's the important thing. We also have the recipe of the week. And this week's recipe is no-bake melon cheesecake bars. No-bake melon cheesecake bars. Okay? The biggest baking part of these no-bake things is you gotta chill them. But they're no-bake melon cheesecake bars. And that recipe will be up in the Nards private Facebook group within the hour, and it'll be over at nards.org/resale strong by noon tomorrow. Noon, I tell you, it's all over there. Just like everything else, all the files, all the links, all the references, they're all there, including a direct link to the YouTube channel. You're not alone running this store where you can like, comment, subscribe, and oh yes, ring that bell so you know when a new one drops. You can also share it with all your friends in business, the butcher, the baker, the candlestick maker, so we can help everybody make it to the other side. I'm here every night at More 8 Than Ish, live in the Nards private Facebook group. That's where you find me. But if you have a question in between, you just email me, Neil, Neil at ECIstores.com, Neil@ECIstores.com. We start this program every night with the Good Morning, Good Night book. The Good Morning, Good Night book is how we start it. Tonight, we're on page 136. If you were not here for the good morning, our good morning is good morning. No exact recipe for today. Gather all available ingredients and whip yourself up something delicious. Our good night tonight is good night. You whipped up a great day out of all the available ingredients. Feast on the leftovers, reminisce, enjoy where you have been. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Neil Abramson. I do like a good party, a wedding, a bar mitzvah even, a celebrated self-care Sunday day. I don't know. We will party again. We will party in person. And when we do, I'm going to be there with you. But until then, or until tomorrow night at More 8 Than Ish, know that you, but most importantly you, yes, you're not alone running this store. Have a great night, everybody. Have a great day off tomorrow, Kitty. Have a great self-care Sunday. I'll see you tomorrow night. It's time for dessert.